Okay, let's learn our A major scale. If you look at figure 1, you'll see the 7 notes from the A major scale. And then there's the octave on the 2nd fret of the G. Now these notes are A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and back to A. And those, of course, are the notes of the major scale. Now, in figure 2, we'll see those 7 notes spread out on all 6 strings in that first position of our A-shaped position, you could say. When we're playing that open A chord, we're in this position to play. Basically, it's these first 4 frets right here. So this extended major scale is all the available notes from that major scale on the 6th string. We could go up a little further and hit that A on the high E string. But yeah, the extended version is just, what notes of that major scale are on the low E string and what are on the A string, and we're going to play them all on those first 4 frets basically. In figure 3 you can see the pentatonic major, and the pentatonic major is what we learned previously. It's the same notes from the major scale minus the 4th and 7th scale steps. And that's great for adding fills. Whereas the major scale adds the 4th and 7th scale steps, which create the most dissonance. Those are extra notes are good for creating our chords, and they're good for creating our melodies a lot of times. But they're both should always be incorporated into your playing. The pentatonic major scale pattern is just kind of a simplified version, so you don't have to get too bogged down in theory when you're improvising. Now in figure 4 you can see the extended major scale pattern. Now what we've had here is, in parentheses, we put the notes that we took out for that pentatonic major. So the 4th fret there on the low E, and that open D, and the 1st fret of the G, those are notes from the major scale that we don't play when we're just playing the pentatonic major. But the main thing to keep in mind is they are all kind of brother and sister notes, so they all go together really well. And this is when you're playing that open A chord, these 2 scales are basically will be your fuel to your fire. So spend some time playing around with it, get used to that A major scale because it will be very important.